Hey everybody, this is Alzorath and welcome! We are live, I believe. I think we are. How's it going? Everyone's doing all right today. Oh, lordy. I am already tired, but that's because my sleep schedule's completely off. So I apologize if I'm not super zippy today. But we are going to probably be beating Nightmare. We will try Hell. I hear that Hell is horrible. I hear that Hell is, well, hell. We are only level 61, so we're a little bit under-leveled even in vanilla Diablo 2. We'll probably be at kind of like the earliest you'd want to go into Hell in normal Diablo 2 by the time we get there, which is 65. That's if you're new to the game or if you're not super experienced at the game. 65 is about the earliest you'd actually want to go in there. Generally speaking, for new players, I recommend in the 70s, but I think we can get away with it. We're a summoner necro. It's what we do. We break the rules until we find a boss, and then the boss kicks our ass. But I went and gathered my army while the ads were running at the very beginning. So we're ready to just kind of chug on through. I'm not entirely sold on the new Poison Necro summons. They do a Bone Spirit graphic. Someone said that they might be physical damage. Which... oh god. Could be a thing. I would actually have to, like, get into the code and actually see... not code, the tables. Don't even need to get into code for it. To see what kind of attack they are doing, but... it's fine either way. Heard something drop. Ooh, a ruby. Ooh, a ring. Ooh, piece of candy. I am a loot goblin. Deal with it. Now, Act 5 Hell, something I actually dread. Act 5 Nightmare, it's fine. I mean, we'll end up with, like, bad matchups. Like, this one's not a good matchup. This is kind of a rough one. And yes, I went and got my reward for the scroll from... Mala. And yes, these can actually wreck our face. They're not as bad as the ones down in Neelithak's temple, but they can be mean. Did we actually already find the way up to the next area? No, that's the crystalline. I mean, sorry, river. So I'm guessing we either have it right here on the left, right by where that is, or it's going to be just over here on the right-hand side. I don't think we're going to have it down here. Unless we have a one of those weird hooks. That's the only thing that would actually cause it to be a thing. Hold on. That's kind of neat. Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of near where we came in the first time. But it doesn't hurt to explore. Gets us more XP, gets us more item drops potentially. Oh, you dropped a lot of shit. Jesus. We're only on players 1. It's like sometimes they drop a whole ton of stuff, and other times it's just like nothing. Speaking of leveling up, ooh, a bone shield one. What a graphic you have. Enhanced defense and physical damage reduction. That's actually not terrible. I'm gonna put that in there before I identify it so I don't end up with 0 mana. Weapon lightning damage. That can actually just... we'll worry about it later. I'm probably going to be picking up less stuff as we get further in, just as a heads up. I'm still going to pick up like all the set and unique items we find. It's going to be more... I'm going to pick up less rings and stuff like that. Now, if we end up getting one of the, like, insane rares, I'm going to laugh my ass off. I'm wagering you can get even more insane rares in this. So 285 to 345 is our damage on that. We will eventually get up to a decent number of skeleton magi as well. I am curious if they actually will end up doing decent damage. I'm not entirely sure they will. They're not doing bad, but if we go in here and look, they're not quite up to snuff with the regular skeletons, but I have a feeling once we get them up to a similar level, they might be close enough. That said, they are elemental damage, so things could get kind of bad there. That's garbage. I saw the, like, magic resistance. I was like, nope. It doesn't have anything on it. Kind of wish you could get minus enemy magic resist on them. I think you might be able to. Hey, Incarnation, how's it going? You've still yet to complete normal there? Aw. You know you've been streaming with Gablin anyway? Ah, yeah, I have been. Saturday was to make up for me basically dipping out on Tuesday of last week. Because, yeah, unfortunately, I just wasn't feeling up to it. I'm a little bit foggy today, but that's just because I woke up about 11 hours ago. I'm old and I want my nap. Yeah, we're in Nightmare. We're probably going to hell today. I'm going to see if it's going to kill me or not. It's okay. If we beat hell today, which is highly doubtful, but if we do, I'll be starting on another class to try them out. Because frankly, I do want to try the other classes before I do a full review. I'm probably going to do a first impressions of this, though. Just because, yeah, I have thoughts. Not all of them good. Most of them fine, but not all of them good on it. Like, I hate that it calls the mana potions MP4s and MP3s, because that causes my brain to just go... Okay, we're just gonna wander. We've got... Oh, this is not a terrible one. It's not my favorite. I still don't like pit vipers. But anyway, how are you doing today? Now that we have MP3, MP4. Yep. I deal with MP3s and MP4s rather frequently. I think this is going to be the waypoint. Yep. So it means all we have left to find is the stairs up. So we can get to Ancient's Way. Which is going to involve running across above ground, but yeah. Productive day for you? It's a coffee day for me. I'm actually behind on stuff. We do have another archive video going up today on the main channel. Don't have an actual video going up on the Let's Play Everything channel today. I have one recorded, it's just... yeah. Windows decided it would be a good time to restart in the middle of rendering. Which really kind of pissed me off. Needs to study something if you're not working for a client. Exactly. I mean, on some levels that is kind of boring and kind of sucks a little bit, but on the other hand, you get to learn stuff. Hey, Shinra, how's it going? That wouldn't happen with a proper operating system. Yeah, but half my software wouldn't work with a proper operating system either. Without having to go through a wrapper or another type of interface. Hey, Locke, how's it going? Middle of rendering pissed you off? So the end pissed you off, yeah. I know. I do the same thing. Okay, let's go and find some nonsense down here. Let's see. You don't mind learning, studying new stuff, which is a plus. Yeah, I like learning new things. I just don't always have the time. Time is an invaluable resource. But it's one that I do not have in exceptional quantities. I need to probably, speaking of learning new things, I probably need to, and it's not even really something I need to learn, set up a combined chat window so I can just see everybody's chat all in one and I don't have to worry about it being back and forth. No one does. Work is stealing a lot of it. Yeah. I think the past few weeks I kind of burned the candle at both ends a little bit too much and it's catching up to me. So I might take it easy the next couple weeks and try and ease into some other stuff. Excuse me, because I'm behind on scripts. I am behind on videos for the Let's Play Everything channel. Behind where I want to be. It's not like I don't have content going out. It's just I want to have a more frequent schedule on both of them. I could start releasing these, but I don't generally want to release the VODs on Let's Play Everything until I have the entire run complete at the very least. And I want whatever I'm releasing on there to be done by the 22nd because I have other things I'm working on that I can't actually, give my opinion on yet. It's not an NDA. It's just a... Murder these guys. Yeah, it's not an NDA. It's just an embargo, so I can't give opinions on it. I'm actually under embargo for 3 things right now, although only one of them I'm for sure covering. The other 2, we'll see. I'm very much in the fence of, I might cover it. I haven't gotten too far into it. Had one of the things crash on me. That makes covering it real hard. But yeah, so far I'm actually really happy with the direction that Let's Play Everything has been going. But yeah, hopefully everyone is doing good today. And no, I probably will not be writing reimagined guides. Because for the most part, I think they're going to end up being pretty similar to the guides for Resurrected. The mod is not that dissimilar from the original. It's just basically like if they had continued doing updates. Piercing attack. Are you telling me I don't need piercing on other stuff? What? Ya joikes. Oh, and tell me if it's like pixelated or anything weird, by the way. I don't think it's gonna be, but I am rendering in the background. Basically trying to get caught up on stuff. I haven't finished rendering any of the DOS 2 playthrough. I've actually got all of Pillars of Eternity uploaded and rendered. Getting Diablo 2 rendered today, so we're caught up on that. But I have like 17 sessions of DOS 2 to actually render still. Go ahead and just punch through all this nonsense. At least this is not one of the gross versions of this place. Sometimes you can get some ones that are just like really obscenely irritating to navigate. But I think we got lucky. Also, did you hit 50k, Shinra? Forgot to ask. It's been a few days since I got to check in on your streams. I think you probably did, considering the speed you were getting it at. For those wondering, Shinra Griever streams Project Zomboid. They're doing a challenge where they're trying to, I think you're trying to max out all skills except for firearms, maybe? I think you said that firearms might not be possible in the challenge. And kill all the zombies. And yeah, they're at 50K out of, I think you said the population's like 1.5 mil or something like that. Gonna have to, you're gonna get to that 1.5 mil and have to like New Game Plus. Congratulations. I should play some Project Zomboid so people can make fun of me. I'm bad at it. Actually, it's not so much that I'm bad at it, it's that I get distracted and I end up being a farmer. Which, if I remember correctly, is not really that viable in the challenge you're doing, but for vanilla... 1 mil kills, all skills, 14 outposts. If I remember correctly, the outposts are a kind of list of requirements at specific locations. Basically, you have to have a certain amount of food, certain amount of other resources and stuff there. Yeah, and farming is season-based. In the winter, I imagine it's not very productive. Let's go ahead and pop that while we're here. Woo! Town portal scroll. Are we look? Oh, we're actually kind of low on identifies. That's kind of unfortunate. You got cows and butter. Just downing butter sticks. That does bring back memories. I really did when I was little actually eat like sneak spoonfuls of butter. Now like I do like cooking with butter and I don't dislike the flavor of it, but I don't know how I ever did that as a kid. I also remember the butter being saltier when I was a kid. But one cow is having tantrums and breaking all your fences and rain collector. Oh no. We're definitely getting levels up still. Jeez. I think we have an extra fast in here. Yep, we do. He's dead now. And yes, I do feel compelled to use my identifies to see the new uniques as soon as we get them, so. Bloop. Shape-shifting, that's not bad. That's actually kind of good. The freezes target, if you're doing a Fury Druid. A Furry Druid. Fury? Fury. I can speaks. Me goods words. Okay, let's go. More life. And more Skelly Magi. We're up to 9. Excuse me. Oh, back to lurking and working? I can relate. I will probably, after this stream, be lurking on Mr. Gablin, because I think he's going to stream today. Not entirely sure. He's doing Rogue Trader, which is another game I want to cover. It has multiplayer, but the multiplayer in it is you're basically controlling a character in battle. You're not really participating in the story. Which is also a thing that happens in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but not quite to that extent. Shambling Mound. That's interesting. Getting all the weird stuff. It feels like they did increase the unique drop rate and stuff. Hey, Jim. Oh, absolute random shit. Is our gear. How's it going? We've got Spirit and Lore. Those are things that you'd recognize just on vanilla D2. We've got Winter's Embrace, which I've just been colloquially I can say words today. Jeez. Colloquially calling the Viper Magi Mini. We got ourselves a Paladin Amulet, despite being a Necromancer, because it's got good resists. Found ourselves Big B's Crushing Fist, which don't tell Hasbro, but it's a pretty decent looking little shield. I might try it on a Paladin or a Zealot or something like that. The Crushing Blow based on character level, we're currently 63 and it's 39%, so it's not that bad. We've got Resist Boots with some Magic Find. We're probably going to want to upgrade those soon. Got ourselves some rare rings. We got Pirate's Faith, which makes us invisible, and is one reason I went for a circlet. I am smart human, yet exactly. And we got ourselves some Poison Resist and Magic Find gloves, which we probably want to replace those as well. Oh, and we've got a plus skills large charm in here somewhere. Where are you at? There we are. Plus Skeleton Magi. I do believe that the charms might be a little bit overpowered. But yeah, I'm streaming this both on YouTube and on the Twitch side. No guarantees that either will... Actually, Twitch will have ads. It's about to start one in 5 minutes. But for the most part, I think I will avoid doing the Ancients until after we get through that ad. And I can't guarantee ad-free on YouTube because I don't actually have control of those. Yes, the channel is actually monetized now. But there's a big but. That might be our upgrade boots. But it's the like tier 1 monetization on there. So all I have access to as far as controlling stuff is the whatchamacallit, the memberships and stuff like that. I don't have access to ad control yet. You get that at 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. Currently we're at 5 something, and I want to say 500 and something subs, but I want to say like 6,000 watch hours in the past year. I could look real quick. Let's go and continue on, because I'm going to have to kill time a little bit while the Twitch ads are running. Here we're at 549 subs, and yeah, they're just killing stuff. This is the advantage of the Necro. I can just do whatever I want on the other monitor, and it just does the job. Yeah, we're at a little bit under 5,000 watch hours the past year, but the vast majority of that has been in the past 90 days. The past 90 days is 3,000 watch hours. So, yeah. That's one reason why I have been continuing to do those one-offs. That's unfortunately one of... I do enjoy covering the games, for those of you that are curious. I actually do like them quite a bit. I like trying out new games. I like those boots a little bit. I like messing around with stuff like that, but at the same time, it can wear you out quite a bit, churning and burning, which is a thing that happens whenever you are doing a bunch of single games. Yeah, this mod is pretty good so far. The Skeleton Magi are a little bit better damage than I thought they would be. I don't know if they're really going to keep up with the skeletons. They're at 508. Do I actually have 9? I have 9. I need... There we go. Are we going to lose to the Ancients? About to find out.
Place of the Ancients.
Don't come after me. Don't come after me. Jerks. Oh, we got a stone. Immune to physical. That's gonna suck. I don't think we can actually kill that. Although he is taking damage, we need to keep our Skeleton Magi alive for him. They should prioritize me. I can't guarantee it. Maddock and Korlik are going down. Talik is... no, he's... If he has amp on him, he's not immune to physical. There's one down. Yeah, amplified damage on this is weakened. You can see it's only 30%. And it scales with its level, so... I need to be very aware of enemy physical resist, especially whenever we get into hell difficulty. Another nice thing about this one, notice my stamina. I don't have a stamina potion. The mod just like makes it so stamina is less of a pain in the ass. Gather that. I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Down we go for Bale. Bale! Yeah, it's a pretty fun little mod. I know Dobrensky and even Llama has been covering it. Personally, I'm trying to focus on the main channel. I'm trying to focus in on reviews for a reason. Because unfortunately, if I go back to doing guides and reviews, YouTube gets very confused and does not like promote either. Whereas if I'm just putting out reviews, it promotes both for some reason. I don't know. Hey, Daladon, how's it going? I'm confused by YouTube on some levels. I mean, I understand, like, mechanically how a lot of the stuff works. But at the same time, some of it is just a little bit weird. One thing that they have done, and I forget when this change happened. It was a few years back. It's one reason why a lot of people think they got shadow banned. Oh no! I think it's if you private or delete. Unlisted doesn't do it, but if it's privated or deleted, it actually removes it from someone's watch history, which changes how the algorithm views your channel. Which, I mean, that's cool on some levels if you've already established other content, but people will do a thing where they dump in a bunch of like copyrighted stuff, like, oh, I'm gonna dump in a bunch of anime shorts to get a bunch of attention to the channel and subs. Alzorath plus extended family on tour? I mean, pretty much. We've got the entire army here. The entire posse. We are getting really good XP. So I think they may have changed how the EXP works as well, to lessen the grinding a little bit. And I don't remember whether this caps out at level 99 still or not. I'll admit, I came into this mostly blind. Like, the extent of my knowledge of it was I had watched a small portion of Dobrensky's video, had seen other people's thumbnails, but didn't actually click on them. And someone recommended it in chat and said I should cover it, so I decided to cover it. I mean, I'm in between recording projects as far as actual full playthroughs go, so this is a good little pickup for that kind of stuff. Kind of an alternative to Noita and doing variety hours. Yeah, I probably shouldn't just completely talk business on this. Oh, God. I mean, this isn't the worst pairing we could have, but I don't like Gloams. They can kiss my ass. Yes, I'm just grabbing stuff and then dipping back. Oh, immune to physical, immune to lightning. Cute. Let's go ahead and grab the sacred globe. I'm not sure whether I'm going to bother killing this thing or not. We've got to be... I think, actually, we might be doing damage with Fireball to kill that thing. Okay. Oh, bite me, game. I see what the other thing it brought on. This is actually a bad combo. The Haradrim Ancients plus Gloams, they can revive the Gloams. They cannot revive the unique ones, at least. I will read that in uno momento. I saw it pop up. Is this modded in any way? Did they improve the minion pathing a bit, or were they always clumped like that? They improved the... It's not that they improved their pathing, it's that they made them have no collision. Kind of like wraiths. We're going to go this way. This is going to be an annoying floor. I am going to have to grab the waypoint as well. Okay, this is probably going to be the stairs, if I had to guess. But basically, it removes the... telestomping is still going to be better, but it removes the need for it. Because now they'll just wander wherever they can. Yeah, that's the stairs. Enhanced defense, 2 socket. That's not bad. Identify you, faster cast rate. We don't care about that. Lightning resist is not bad. Got flicker cinch. There's okay, it gives us block chance of all things. That's a little bit different. My skeleton magi can move around like gnomes, yes. The lightning ones essentially are gnomes. Except without all the physical resistance. But the fire one has basically fireball. The ice one has glacial spike, I believe, or ice blast. I can't remember which. It's kind of like there's a lot of stuff going on here, so I'm not witnessing it very readily, but... And that's a dead end. Could go in there and see if it has, whatchamacallits. But yeah, the lightning buggers are basically gnomes. Yeah, you have fireball there, you have bone spear, but someone mentioned that it might be physical damage bone spear, which would be one of the snake ones, not the necromancer ones. But yeah, they all have either AoE or piercing, which, I mean, considering they up to the damage as well, is not terrible. I really wish there was a mod that made scythes more necro-friendly. Ghostly like invisible, because the belt. Pirate's Faith. You feel incorporeal. It doesn't actually have a mechanical effect, it just makes me look that way. How's it going, Cabs? Hopefully the day has not been too taxing. Yes, I just made dad jokes. Don't worry about it. Gore Flood. Masteries. Enemy fire resist reduction. I don't understand that one. You're kind of worried. Don't worry. Be happy now. Don't make me sing. Okay, we need the runes out first. And I'll take the rings and stuff. Okay, new uniques we're actually running out of room for. Singing the song totally fixed that. The power of Alzorath is strong. Exactly, Daladon. Okay. Probably your worst enemy while streaming. Lem, we don't actually have one of. I do like the stacking runes. The stacking runes makes me happy. There's Thol. There's Am. And if you notice like a little stutter every now and then, that is because I am rendering. It shouldn't be impacting the stream. It's just impacting my local gameplay. Because it is using a different... It's taxing a different system, basically, than what I'm used to stream. That can just be identified. Do I care about this? 36, 16, 16, 16. This is way better. This has replenished life, though. Okay, that can be sold. That can be sold. That can be sold. That can be sold. That goes into our junk jewel pile. I'll probably trim the junk jewel pile eventually to have it be just kind of like mediocre jewels as opposed to just everything that we pick up. Keep that. I mean, I like the magic find, but we don't really need it. +3 bone spirit. I'm pretty sure that can only get one socket because it's a U wand. I'm trying to remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure U wands only go up to 1. But that would make a good bone if not. Well, I should check before I dispose of it. Oh, yeah, I can only get 1. Man, if only that was one that could get 2. It's gone now. Hopefully everyone is... Wow, I just saw like a huge surge in that. Hi, everybody. Jeez. Welcome to Ramblewrath. Because it's been a day. Okay. Those need to go in... Let's dump them over here. Get them out of the inventory so we can start regenerating mana again. Need to double check if I've already got Hisaru's. I do. So all of this needs to just go in here. That's going to mean... I think we are full on the uniques and new stuff. So we're going to have to start filling this up. I do like that the new sets are a lot more socket friendly.
Can I help you?
Because in the original, not a lot of sets had sockets. You had Griswolds. That was like the big one. I think that is all we have in there. So let's go and get our gems set up. And then it's probably straight on to Bale. And I don't think I want to take these over 100, so I'm probably going to be buying a new one of those fairly soon. Because we are still limited to an extent by the mechanics of Diablo 2. Oh, yeah, it's the waypoint. Bloop. We add stairs down, and I don't have to worry about gloams until we get to the actual keep now. Oh, the Worldstone Chamber. Because despite the fact that, unless they changed it in this, despite the fact that it is somewhat randomized what you can get spawning in each location in Act 5, in Nightmare and Hell. You don't get randomized in Normal. But despite the fact that you can get randomized, it's randomized from a specific pool. Gloams can only appear... Well, they can appear a few places. But as far as Worldstone is considered, Worldstone Keep 2 and Worldstone Chambers. Or the throne, sorry. Which isn't too bad. That's one reason why, if you ever watch me farming, I'll usually just dip through the second floor. I won't even like stop for any enemies because I hate gloams. But yeah, mods so far, pretty much like if they had continued just making stuff for it instead of, you know, straight up abandoning Diablo 2 because it doesn't make a ton of money. Which I understand. Businesses have to make money. That is, I'm not begrudging them that. I do wish they would have supported it longer. Why don't I play real Diablo 2 instead of this nonsense? Because I have over several hundred guides for Diablo 2. And I have full playthroughs for every single character, multiples. I mean, I play them both. It is fine to enjoy things. This is still a fairly decent little mod. That, and I felt like probably doing a review of the mod after I've gone through with each of the characters. And this isn't some ridiculous over-the-top mod either. It just has... They've expanded the item list pretty much. And giving you a little bit more in the way of crafting. Whenever it comes to... please tell me I didn't get gloams here. Actually, come to think of it, I'd rather have gloams. Because if we end up with greater mummies, we're going to be screwed. Hardcore is easy enough. And Mr. Llama is a speedrunner. That's his playstyle. Which is fine. I'm not a huge fan of the randomization on speedruns, so that's why I don't tend to do that. But I am not here to start grudges. Okay, do I need more minions? I do not. I think we're good. Gonna spawn some for me, little bud? There you go. That's actually one of the reasons why I stepped away from doing D2R content on the main channel, is because a lot of people in the community are really much like team blah 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 stuff, which doesn't fly well with me. If I don't like somebody, I just won't work with them. Period. I don't deal with the bashing and nonsense. I have better things I can do. I don't think most people realize that most of the like absolute most hardcore top tier players don't actually do guides. But nonsense is all you do. I know. Nonsense is half of what I do. Everybody knows the only speedrun in Diablo 2 is reaching 99. Everything else is just single day. Nah, I disagree with that. Everyone has their own like viewpoint as what they want to accomplish in a game. Just because one person prefers playing one way doesn't mean that's always the right way for everybody else. I'm big on playing solo self-found. I've gotten characters to 99. Hardcore's not hard for me if it's on single player. I don't like doing hardcore online because, frankly, Battle.net, your service kind of sucks at times. Yeah, 99 is not hard, it's just a time sink. And they've kind of smoothed that out with terror zones a little bit. So it's not even as much of a time sink as it used to be. It used to be a really bad time sink. Now here's to decide whether we're going to respec before bail or not. Get ourselves some bone. How's it going, Elefante? Hopefully you are doing well, Diva Croft. But this is a chill stream because streaming is just for hanging out for me. I do reviews and I sometimes do guides, but right now I'm taking a break from guides because YouTube algorithms. Does Reimagined have Terror Zones? Yes. Provided we don't just completely bone it against Bale, I'll show him off. I don't think this is the real Bale, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't think it is. We're doing way too much damage way too fast. But my minions are here, so what they're gonna do. It was fake Bale. And I think we have a spawny Bale this time, unfortunately. Yeah, sometimes he gets very clone happy, and I think this may very well be a clone happy one. Which means that our minions might die off, which means we'll probably need to, like, pop off and get some more back. This did add more enemies to these areas, which is making this guy particularly annoying. Because he's stone skin. Yeah, as terror zones, they are entire acts instead of individual zones. This is clarification on it. Oh, we got a unique ring from him. Sweet. Where is Bale? Bale! Gates of bullshit have stood for years. This is the downside of minion builds. Bosses are kind of annoying. If they don't do their melee attacks, it just takes forever. Glad he's going for the mana burn crap, though. Yeah, whenever he actually whacks him, that's whenever you see his life actually chunk down. See if we can catch him do a melee attack. But yeah, whenever they're just hitting him, it's just going to be little pokes and prods. There we go. Mainly because the mechanics of how it works is he does 400% damage to minions, so it reflects even more whenever he's thorns. There we go. And now we have access to all those bloody terror zones. So it is Act 5 terror right now. And yeah, we could just wander around, farm it if we wanted to. Of course, it's way higher level than us right now because we are in Nightmare. Bunch of crap to identify, but Tyrael, send me on my way. Ta-da! Now we are champions. Now we try Hell. Hell is supposedly a lot harder in Reimagined. I'm not sure how true that's going to be. Already seeing some pretty, yeah, negative 120% penalty there. So they, of course, did that. I'll go ahead and fill up my identify thing and go ahead and buy that. Place of Great Evil. I am aware. And no guarantees that this is... Yeah, it's Dangoons. Nice. Yeah, there's no guarantee it's going to be the same one you're expecting. Okay, we're going to stick with resists. Spectral Knight's Unholy Shield. Reduces your life, but gives us a bunch of resists. We already have better. We almost have all of Eisenheart's just from one playthrough. I mean, that's better than what we got earlier. Okay, that's not horrible. That is interesting. So they're basically like Frostburn's fire cousin. Or Mage Fist Jr. Go ahead and load that up. I'm going to go ahead and keep that one just in case. 17, 18. Yeah, I got those in order. And Elrune. And yes, I do have to combine them this way, unfortunately. Because how much of Eisenheart's do I have left? I need the shield, which is the hardest part of the set to get. Because it's a ward shield.
Hi there.
Or Gothic shield, sorry. Same family. And we'll go ahead and get our replenishment going there. Yeah, you can see gold is not terrible to come by in this either. Kind of surprised at how much is dropping. I think that is an intentional change. Oh, I don't have gold on me. Doit. Just dumped it off. Yeah, I have all the brains today, apparently. Just one of those days. Okay, so we're full on that. How's our cube looking? Probably nothing in it, yeah. Because I didn't get too much on the way down to Bale. Okay. Let's see how tough hell is. And yes, I do just have a very mediocre Act 1 mercenary as my mercenary. She's mostly got junk on her. I mean, things are definitely tougher. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get too far into hell difficulty at this rate. Until we get at least some minions up. Because that's going to destroy even my skeletons. Anything good in there? Doesn't look like it. We got to scoot them. Scoot them, butt 'em. Oh, I didn't notice that she was poisoned. Sorry. So we might have to go back to Nightmare and do some grinding. I'm not entirely sure we're going to have to, but it depends on how fast we actually want to make our way through hell. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop back. We'll get ourselves our rogue back. This is going to be a little bit rough. Resurrect. And I forget if the bug is still there for the cost of resurrecting Act 1 mercenaries, which makes it a pain in the ass to run Act 1 mercenaries. But in D2R for a long time, there was a bug where the Act 1 mercenaries would actually cost more than 50 grand to revive. Which was a bit of a pain. And there is a faster decay on corpses in this, I've noticed. There's all those. Let's go ahead and get our mages up so we can actually get a little bit more damage. Right now, it is, yeah, physical damage on the spears. And yes, the diamond mail is literally just there to pay for restoring my mercenary. I do think if you get all the gear that you want in this, at least judging by... Yeah, at least judging by how much the gear actually boosts, because it's a little bit stronger than in the original. I could see this potentially, maybe, actually putting us in a situation where you could do hell without getting levels up, but with just a normal build, not with just a summoner. Summoners do have an easier time working above their level. That's Corgina's orb. I think we already have like 1 or 2 of those that we've gotten. That's just going to get sold. Oh, and how the gems are handled. This is a chip topaz. Those are not technically supposed to exist. They come from gem shrines. You can get them from, say, Andariel and stuff like that. And you just have to craft them 1-in-1 with the bag, and they turn into perfect gem. Because they basically removed the chipped recipes and stuff like that and replaced them with new ones. So the gems are simplified. I'm not sure how I feel about that overall. Not super sold on it. Ooh, a fall rune. Sweet. And rune drops are definitely more common. So same as usual, we go and get the waypoint first. And yeah, starting out each time in hell is going to be a pain in the ass until we get leveled up. Because we're going to have to get our golem leveled up, or golem. Golem, just to piss some people off. To get things kind of floating. But I think we'll be okay. Yeah, if anyone has special requests for the next character, definitely make recommendations. I've gotten gear for Sorceress and Druid that are kind of interesting. Little bit for the Barbarian that's interesting, but beyond that I haven't gotten too much class specific besides like some claws that are okay-ish. There's another Colossus Volge. That could be 4-socket as well, sweet. Are we doing really crappy on XP, or am I just being dense? I think it might just be our kill speed. Okay, so we've got that grabbed. Let's take care of the camp. We don't want that if we need to spawn in here to get our body back. So far, one thing that I haven't seen is enemies getting weird auras. And I usually, oddly enough, expect that. Oh, there's a multi-shot. Nice. But, yeah, weird auras is something I usually oddly expect from mods. They haven't done that to us yet. And I think multi-shot is just natural on these guys now. Which is great. It's going to make it harder for me to keep my allies alive. They don't have blanket immunities, I'm noticing, though. Which is a nice change. That does bring back memories of 1.09. Which actually did make it a little bit more enjoyable to go in farm areas whenever you didn't just have blanket immunities. It made kitting a little bit more interesting. Because you can kind of mess around with different builds a little bit more. Whereas in D2R, you kind of have to be set up to deal with immunes if you actually want to kill stuff. Unless you're just teleporting past garbage. Which I usually don't do because I don't find it fun. I'll do it if I have to, or if I'm doing a very specific build. But,
I sense
like, say, Blizzard Sorceress, yes, you do just skip all the cold immunes unless you have a Sunder floating around. Which, whenever I was doing the solo self-found test, I didn't ever use Sunders. Coffee! It's saving my soul. Oh, we almost died. I should probably pay attention to my life totals. Yeah, the mods on those are just weird. And yes, you can get skills on rings now. I think it's only plus to specific skills. But I don't know what the list is for it, because I'd have to go break open the tables and look at them. Because that's all most of this mod is just table adjustments. You guys are wondering what that is. Basically, the way Diablo 2 works is, yeah, you have the game, you have local server, and yes, you have both. And then you have tables that it pulls from with the local server is what's pulling it. That tell it what can drop, what mods are on stuff, things like that. While the game itself tells it what those mods do. If that makes sense. I'm probably explaining it very poorly because brain fog. Oh, Jesus. I'm glad I... Oh, geez. I'm going to back off a little bit, I think. And we lost our rogue again. That's what I get for bringing her in under-leveled. Yeah, I should probably go level up into the 70s. Because right now, we're not getting our ass handed to us entirely, but we are not having an easy time of this. Which Summoner usually just does. Summoner is usually just cakewalk through everything. Let's see, I want this over here. I kind of want an ethereal one, but I think Corgina's... Yeah, 1 and 3, 1 and 2. So the one we have is better. Okay, Fall Rune is a 19, so we're slowly filling this out as well. We've actually already gotten a High Rune as well. Well, high-ish. 7 Cold Resist, that can just go away. Oh, and I'll show you how to do the gems. Basically, you load it into the bag. And whenever you want one, you come in here and you grab, I want, say, a skull. Load it in here, boop, you now have a skull. And that's just how it works. All gems count as the same. There are orbs of infusion and stuff like that. They're mostly focused in on converting items to rare, unique, set, stuff like that. So you can actually farm out specifically what you want. So we need to just sell all the garbage. 100,000 is the cap in difficulty. That's actually nice. Okay, we're looking okay on scrolls. We're okay on keys. Get you back. And yeah, the sell price cap being higher probably helps us get more money. But I do think more is just dropping as well. Sorry if I need to concentrate a little bit more so I can actually keep track of what I need to restore at any given point, because I need my rogue not to wander too far forward. So she's the one I generally want to keep an eye on. The rest of our minions, I can check up here and just restore. But if she goes down, things take quite a bit longer to kill. Thorns is very important to progression through a difficulty. Can you guys go and fight that guy, please? Rather than just here. I will kill all of your minions and eat them. You can't revive them. There you go. What is my fire resist? Negative 15%? How much damage are you doing, buddy? Because that is... I have 1,100 life. he's hitting kind of hard, buds. My buddy. Yeah, I just need to summon up all the nonsense. That way they just can't revive them. I'm not going to care too much about the golem. Ow. Yeah, let's go and grab these. Be on the safe side. War staff might be worth some money. I need to probably get full rejuves for the mercenary at this point. If she does keep getting herself into trouble. We're only at like 2 full rejuves, so I need to look up how the rejuvenation formula in this one works. It's probably just gems and potions, if I had to take a wild guess, but can't guarantee it just yet. This is players 1. And we're not doing tiny amounts of damage. Our units are doing pretty decent damage for summons. And they do splash damage as well. That can sell, yes. That is garbage. This is probably garbage as well. Nope, Spirit of Barbs +3. Jesus. Okay. Was not expecting a +3 on a large charm. It does make farming stuff a little bit easier. And yeah, I think we'll get as far as we can in Hell during this stream. And then I'll do some grinding off camera. So you guys don't have to deal with me just doing circles in Nightmare. Yeah, they're doing over 1,000 damage. Or pretty darn close to 1,000. Already seeing Sacred Armor. Resocket. We wanted to make something out of that, we could. It'll sell for money. Sure, I'll take it. Tree, let's see. Yeah. Why not? And yeah, generally speaking, I think the revival units are going to be my biggest problem in Hell with how they've changed things. Because we're going to run into a lot of issues where we just don't have the damage to punch through the revived units and the summoner. At least that's how I'm viewing it. 2 monsters remaining, and we know exactly where they are. It's not... We don't have to deal with them having the infernal fallen just kind of wandering around, getting revived, and bugging it out. That's going to get us another skill point towards mages. Sell you. Identify you. Chance of crushing blow? Yes, please. Okay. That can come in here, and we're going to keep it as well. I'm kind of curious why they included crushing blow on the charms in this. That doesn't necessarily feel like the greatest of ideas. And yes, I will be uploading a 1440p version of this. It's just going to be one of those that happens in a little bit.
What can I do for you?
Just going to crack my knuckles real quick because my pinky's locking up. There we go. But yeah, we do have... let's see if we actually can show it off. I don't think I see an item that would have it on it. But you have aura gear that's not unique as well, which is pretty nice. Dump in there. Who thinks we're actually going to get through Act 1 today with our current setup? Oh, and I don't have money on me. I keep doing that. I blame it on lack of sleep. Trade. Do I get rid of... I think I do get rid of the mana potions. Just go full healing. Because as we stand right now... And no, those don't stack like... whatchamacallit potions. Stamina potions. Okay, so now we do probably, judging by the toughness of the enemies, I do think we skip the graveyard for now. Is that piercing? No, it's not piercing. It's just a whole lot of them. That's fine. For some reason, it felt like their attack was piercing. And yeah, we could level up quite quickly using the XP potions and just farming Nightmare, but I'll do it later. Please do not revive right on top of me. That hurts like a truck, and it uses up all my healing potions. I think this is going to be the wrong way, but we'll try it. Oh, I think our mercenary is going to eat shit. Yeah, this is the wrong way. This is going to be graveyard. Oh, no, it's not. I was misremembering. Oh, yeah, because that would be about halfway. Never mind. There is a way to tell before you get over here which one's the right one. You use it a lot in speedrunning. You don't use it very much whenever you're doing solo self-found. I'm glad to see that the rangers and stuff like that are not multi-shot. At least they don't seem like it. Yeah, hell difficulty in this, from what I was told, hell difficulty in this is supposed to be actually difficult. So I do need to be mildly careful. I was warned not to come into it until I had all my resists kind of squared away and actually decent level. I am defying the advice. Mainly because I'm greedy for advancement. Oh, she's stone skin and still not physical immune. So I'm guessing physical immune is going to be pretty uncommon. That's a good thing considering how they changed amplify damage. Because otherwise, that's going to be a real pain in the ass. Ghosts are still going to be a freaking nightmare. That's another reason why I want more mages. That's going to be Saigons. We haven't actually gotten that yet. Oh, never mind. It's Gothic. That's Eisenheart's. We got all of Eisenheart's set now. Cute. In one playthrough. That has never happened to me in... Geez, since Resurrected release, it hasn't happened. Usually I'll get 2 or 3 parts of it. Getting the shield on a solo self-found run can get me close, but then I end up not getting the sword. Usually. And Amp Lisa, you're going to go down. Yeah, we need more regular skeletons up. Need a mage. I wonder if that's actually gonna be sparking or not. I don't think it is. Oh, it is! Yay! For the longest time, I called it sparkling mail. 'Cause that is where my brain goes to with it. And yeah, we are not getting as much XP here as we did in Nightmare. So I do think enemy levels, well, yeah, judging by a lot of this stuff, 84, 84. I think they increase the enemy level of areas. Because this would be, I want to say, upper 70s in vanilla. And yes, I will be rescuing Kane today if I can. Don't think there's anything that's going to particularly stop us. We're just going to have to revive the mercenary a few times. Especially if we get a really bad Griswold. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Nope, move. Yeah, really bad Griswold could pretty much screw us. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of the places in later acts are in the 90s. If they kind of scaled it the same way the base game is scaled. Okay, so that does about 400, 500 damage. So I guess we were getting hit by more than one or by a buffed one, possibly? And yes, you can get better loot in Nightmare than in Vanilla. I forgot to mention that. So farming in Nightmare is not terrible. Get you squared away. Okay, now for the fun part. This can be... It depends on what enemies are grouped in here as to whether this is going to be a nightmare or whether it's going to be fun. Nightmare is going to be if we get a very heavy setup with the Tainted. Stun Hammer. Paladin skills, melee mastery. What? Oh, it's an O skill. That's actually not bad. That is Barbarian mastery, for those of you wondering. I do remember that max weapon damage goes up by level. 1 per. And slow target. That's not bad. And it looks like we may have lucked out. Because we've got Vile Hunters, which are the melee ladies. We've got the Skeleton Archers. And we've got what are they called? The Fallen. The Blue Fallen. I'm just forgetting their name all of a sudden. Carvers, I think. We are also going to have Fallen in here. The red ones. We just don't go the red path. And yes, I am intentionally going around killing stuff because I want the XP. Kinda need it. Normally, I would just go towards the exit in this place. But frankly, they have me scared. Oh, we got more down here? Yes, we do. I do really like the rogue design in this. You never actually get to see it in like real detail. The corrupted rogues, they have kind of cool armor, and it's that weird kind of spiky, corrupted, part flesh, part armor look. That's really kind of neat. I do think that the enemies get underappreciated for their aesthetic in this. See if I can actually, get a good angle on them. But yeah, it's like fused with their skin and everything. It's not strictly just bikini armor. Aww. I mean, I'll take it, but I don't like it. Hoping for four socket. For anyone who was wondering what I was really looking forward to there. 'Cause imagine if I got a grief going this early. Go straight into Paladin after this with a grief. Bikini armor. It's the most effective armor, isn't it? Plus 10 to evasion. The magical midriff of doom. That was bad aim on my part. Jesus. Yeah, I think if there's enough demand for Diablo 2, and you guys will need to like leave comments because I won't remember for sure. If there's enough demand for Diablo 2 stuff, I will probably do a Diablo 2 night. Where I just like do Diablo 2 Resurrected and we can do just a walkthrough Nightmare or normal or whatever. Nope, that's red path. That's red path. Those aren't worth it. They're not worth the XP right now. So our exit is up here. And navigating this place, you pretty much just want to look for the path where the blue Fallen go. If you see red Fallen, just turn around and leave. There are some situations where it's not quite as clear-cut as that. Like, you can have a path along and then have the polyp on it that's red. That can be a little bit misleading, but yeah, generally if you see red Fallen instead of carvers, you're going the wrong way. And I do hope that eventually in one of the patches for this, that they end up giving us access to 4-socket necro heads instead of just the 2-socket ones. Baptism by fire. Holy fire aura when equipped +2 all skills, 20% faster cast rate. That's nice. It's not quite spirit nice, but it's nice. Gloves of knowledge. I mean, if I didn't need the resists. If I didn't need the resist, those would be really good. Okay, so I don't think this is going to be the right way. I think we want to go this way. Yeah, this is the right way. This is gonna be, it's gonna go back up around and we're gonna have stairs right there. Do I stand again chance against Treefus? Absolutely. Treefus is easy for Necro. The one that I need to be worried about is the Countess. The Summoner is pretty rough. Pretty much anything ranged is gonna be a problem until we get leveled up enough to actually set up golems and stuff. For them. Are we looking on potions? We're fine. Ooh, a set ring. There's a lot of those we're going to need to discover, I'm willing to bet. Got peace. I think we already have a part of that set. Are you not dead yet? There you go. Jesus. That was just taking forever to die. But yeah. I enjoy playing Diablo 2. I enjoy playing Diablo 2 Reimagined. I enjoy just experiencing games. I always find it weird whenever people think that you have to play just one thing, or whenever you can't explore new titles and stuff like that because it's like some kind of travesty against the world. That's always felt strange to me, and you're a bad person. You should feel bad if you think that people can't enjoy a variety of things. Now, I do get hyper-focused on stuff. I got really bad hyper-focused in on, well, the game we just released a review for, Nidica. I have 20-something hours in the demo. Just the demo. Just because I find it cathartic to go through a kind of puzzly auto-battler. It's not just... The auto-battler part is neither here nor there. I kind of wish it had target priorities, kind of like a tower defense. But I like setting up the puzzle aspect of it where you're trying to rearrange your troops to be optimal. Because believe it or not, if you're commanding troops in the field, chances are you do not have pinpoint control of them all. Let's see. That's most of the time your thing to do. Hyper-focus on one game and can't play another. Ah. I try not to do that. It is something that I've been trying to break the habit of. Because I used to do that really bad back in the day. And yes, I am neurodivergent. But doesn't change the Ah, Lord, nope. Get away. Hi, guy. Didn't see you down there. You're a dick, Mr. Grinch. And yes, I am just summoning these so I don't have to worry about them respawning again. Because I refuse to use Corpse Explosion, even though it is pretty well broken. It is admittedly one of the best skills in the game. We're slowly picking up speed as we level up, making me feel a little bit better. My decisions have not been completely terrible. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to dive back into the weeds of the YouTube, Twitch, and all kinds of stuff like that. Twitch benefits playing one game or playing trending games. You generally want to do one or the other whenever you're first trying to get attention. That or have some kind of gimmick. You're honestly best off if you can pull people in from another platform. I'm bad at doing that to Twitch because I feel like I'm spamming people. But bite me, game. Oh, brain rot just there. Okay, there we go. Oh, they've got might, you son of a butts. I mean, they will die faster, but so will my minions. But yeah, Twitch generally favors playing one game and doing something special with it, or just playing the trending games like Repo and stuff like that, and doing big collaborations. Whereas YouTube tends to favor one-off kind of things like we've been doing on the Let's Play Everything channel.
This tree shines with inner spirit.
Schedule 1, yeah. Kind of was on the fence about trying that. The game, not actual Schedule 1 narcotics, but yes, I know what it's referencing. I don't do drugs. I am well aware of them, though. I worked retail. I know. I've known people on damn near every drug you can think of. I swear, work retail enough, you have stories about everything. Let's see. Yeah, most of your viewers are for Project Zomboid, and that's what most people, most of the time, do your channel for. You tried some other games? Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to balance the two platforms. That's one reason why I made a point of going, okay, streams are going to be just for review purposes. Or what I feel like streaming that day if I don't have something I have in the queue. Whereas YouTube, I will treat the Let's Play Everything channel as a proper channel, where I release standalone videos that actually generally do better, but I'm also going to release the archives, but I'm not going to have them announced to the viewers. And eventually you will probably reach a point, at least if you keep on the path that you've been going, where you will grow on Twitch to the point where you can kind of hop games to games if you want, or switch games and be okay afterwards. I don't have the critical mass on Twitch right now to do that. So I'm just focusing more on the YouTube end of things. And also, YouTube's where I'm properly monetized. On Twitch, I am monetized, but it's one of those things where Twitch takes a pretty decent chunk of it still. And I understand, they gotta run the platform. Right now, I wager that I am probably costing them more than I'm earning for them. Which is sadly true of a lot of creators. It's the big names that get a lot of like sub things, like Pirate Software is a good example, I guess. That probably earns them more than they cost them. Just because they do hype trains so often. One thing I do wish was different is if you go over 40 weight, which you can see charm weight on these. If you go over 40 weight on these, it drops your mana to 0. I kind of wish it, instead of dropping it to 0, it gave you negative regeneration on it. Even if it was just a massive negative regeneration. That way you could identify stuff without popping into the I can't cast anything for an hour and a half thing. Although our regen is pretty decent.
Oh, very.
Okay, let's unload stuff to sell. It's going to be Charm goes away. I think Witch Hunters goes away as well. It's just not worth it. Keep the Phase Blade. We'll keep the Stun Hammer. That goes away. That goes away. That goes away. Identify that. That goes away.
Good evening.
Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty decent chunk of change on those. Surprised we didn't lose our mercenary this last time out. Keep the peace ring. If that had some increased attack speed, that would actually be really, really good. That is not cruel. It's the one before cruel. Enhanced weapon damage. It has fools. It has carnage, I believe is what it's called, and it has dual leech. If it had increased attack speed, it would actually be kind of good for a kind of interim weapon for the druid if we go fury druid. This heavens goes away, that goes away. Look at that. 500,000 just from that trip outside. Now we have a bunch of stuff to dump in our inventory. Yay! Actually, that can go there. We have Co already? Yes, we do. Okay. I see the yellow and I'm like, oh, we probably don't have that. We always have it. We're just never going to get the ones in between. Thankfully, crafting up is relatively easy to do. Because what you do is you load this in with a town portal and town portal book. And it goes ahead and crunches it into a new one of the tier above. Now we have all of Eisenhart's. Where are you hiding? There you are. Ta-da! Full Eisenhart set. And yeah, I do need to make mules. I'll make them in between. Jeez. Oh yeah, we have those. I knew I was forgetting something. I'm going to go ahead and buy my next gem bag and get it out of the way, because I will forget if we don't. Oh, I didn't keep my gold. Give me the gold. We're almost at a nice level, though. And yes, I will be going back to do some Final Fantasy and stuff in the very near future if people are looking forward to that. It is something I want to get through the entire Final Fantasy series and do a retrospective on all of them. Just because Final Fantasy is a series that I grew up on and really do enjoy. I think it's one of those that frankly has lost touch with its roots. There's some cool stuff about the newer ones. 12 onward has felt like a completely different series, though, for me. And of course, you have 11 and 14, which are just MMOs, but that's an entirely different beast. Okay. Let's actually do it the right way. Oh, that one. Look, we did it the right way. Always just click on it. I figure I should do it the right way once in a while.
All that's left of Cloud Tristan.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Hey, Get off of her. Yeah, I am just casting as spamming it just to get rid of the bodies. Because frankly, them revivals are a pain in the ass. Okay, so we're good there. We have a couple champions that I think we should probably take out the champions. I don't know if we actually want to take out Griswold. We could try. We have a whole group of units up there at the very top there just ignoring everything. They're probably going to get their asses handed to them. Yes. There he is. Die, Grizzy. Only down one potion, that's fine. And there he goes. Oh, he actually dropped Demon Hide Gloves. That's probably a normal set. No, it's not. Martial Arts, increased attack speed, and defense. Not great, but maybe the actual full set is good? I like how entire wall of enemies, well, skeletons and stuff, they decide to hit me with an arrow out of all that. Target priority, the summoner. Shit. Glad I decided to kill stuff. Sources, skill levels, faster cast rate, resist all. If it was Necromancer, I'd be even happier. Back to town we go. Yoop. Yeah, if that was plus Necromancer, I'd be very happy.
Hello.
As a token of my gratitude, I can identify your garbage. Smells like shaman. Let's see. Muddled thoughts can go, or this can go ahead and sit there. Starting to fill up. I have a feeling it's going to get worse as we move through hell difficulty. Just a hunch. Because we are kind of at that point where a lot of different types of things can drop, so we don't have to worry about failed uniques and stuff like that, because guess what? The pools of uniques have increased. So what rings do you have? Life Leech, and you know, we might actually put that on you instead.
I'll put
Boop.
that to good use.
It's better attack rating, it's better everything.
Yes?
Coffee. I'm almost out of coffee, which has me mildly concerned. There's gonna be blood in my coffee system. Okay, so we're full up on allies, so I guess we do start going after Indariel now? We could do the tower. I want to find the waypoint first. I don't know if they've upped the runes for the Countess. Bloodraven is a nightmare. The Countess is going to be a little bit tough just because, yeah, going down there, we're going to have to go through some pretty tough enemies like ghosts. Or mostly physical damage. We do have a pinch of elemental. We're not completely defenseless, but I would like more levels in it. Currently, no, that puts us up to 11. And yes, our base level can go up to 25 in this. So 11. Sure, I'll take another one. Please don't die. Just keep right-clicking until the cows come home. Okay, I need to grab some of these healing potions. We're getting a little chewed up here. I do wish it showed how many sockets it was, but that might be something out of scope. Secret of Steel? Not what I was expecting, but it's fine. Not a huge fan of the stats on that one. They're kind of not top tier. What the hell am I hearing? Sounded like somebody just like smacked the side of a car with a baseball bat. Should be a pretty nasty thing to do. But not unheard of around here, I guess. I mean, the other night there was like just a rapid fire of gunshots. And it took about like 5 minutes until I heard sirens afterwards, but that's a whole different issue. Given the location of the police department, it should not have taken that long. Okay, there's the tower. Do care about that. Here. Save us the trip. You can see the stacks of gold are definitely a lot bigger. I will take that for Muna. Yeah, and this is a level 85 area in this, so I'm slightly curious as to what the out-of-the-way areas are going to look like. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, yon bastards. Not appreciated. I think we already killed the... Yeah, we killed the unique already. I was just looking around, seeing if we still had might on the enemies, and no, we did not. So what level are we going to get today? Probably, if I had to guess, 72 or 73. Might get a little bit higher than that. And I think we might get through Act 1. But I am taking my time, simply because this is going to be a little bit tougher. I think I want to come grab this. We might run into more enemies, but it's fine. And that is the Tomoe Highlands, which is the other important place we need to go to, because that'll get us the outer cloister. So I walk right into the fireball. Ow. I'm just going to hide behind the wall. Because frankly, them fireballs hurt. And I'm not looking forward to having to navigate forward to get to them. Because to get them to pull off of the ones in the back, we actually have to walk past the thing that's going to hurt me. Does not feel like a pleasant idea. Where the hell is the waypoint? I know that there's a few places we haven't looked, but normally I would have stumbled onto it by now. And yes, I could probably use some resurrection as well right now. Revivals. Ooh, Horned Helm. That, no, it's a new one. I was thinking of the other one. The one that gives, like, the bunny ears. There's a elite unique barbarian one that is just absolute weirdness. I'm gonna pull you away, get you a well over here. But yeah, I think I probably have at least 10 to 30,000 hours in Diablo 2 over the course of my life. So, of course, I'm going to mess around with other stuff. I played Project Diablo 2. I played a little bit of... I'm trying to remember what it's called. It starts with an M. Not Mednafin. That is something else entirely. That is an emulator, if I remember correctly. The words do not stick in my brain very well today. It's on Nexus Mods. Yeah, just go to Diablo 2 Resurrected. It should be one of, if not the most popular on Nexus Mods. Nexus. And you just download it. The instructions on how to install it are available on the page where you download it as well. I can get you a link in just a moment after we find this bloody waypoint. I am really surprised that we're actually catching up on damage. We are technically underleveled. Even by vanilla D2 standards. No problem. Hopefully you are doing well, though. Play the Reign of Terror Grim Dawn mod. The classic mod would be dope. Yeah. I actually haven't gotten to play any of the updated versions of that. The Grim Dawn mod. I've played it. I played it back whenever it was being developed. But I don't know how far along it is now. Back then, we basically had all the acts in, but... watch it just be right here. It's not. Got your Necro Barb at 1.15 million DPS. Jesus. Yeah, some of the combos that were there whenever I played it were crazy. I can only imagine now. It's way, way better. Yeah, last time I covered it was I'm trying to remember. It's been a hot minute. Okay, am I just blind? Yeah, I can look when I actually covered it, because that was on the main channel. That was when we were doing Let's Plays over there. Yeah, last time I played it was... Wall, please. Thank you. 2020. It was 2020. So 5 years ago. But yeah, Grim Dawn's another really good ARPG. Subscribe to you, so if you do get this, would love to pick my brain on how the mod works. Okay. I'm just getting used to it myself, but we do have a few people that drop in and give insight into the mod and stuff like that, so... Yeah, it's been a little bit. But I do need to go back and try it again, because I do like Grim Dawn. Grim Dawn is a bit... It does overstay its welcome a little bit, like the core game. But it's still a really good one, so I generally would prefer playing it in two, like one long session, take a break, and then do another session. Because by the time I get to the big old loop back, it's been around a bit too much. Okay, so now we have the waypoint. Let's go ahead and bump our vitality up. Yes. And another point into this. Wait a minute, have we've passed the damage of the regular skeletons. I am happy. So we might end up with our mages actually being competent. Sweet. We'll get ourselves some free runes. Yeah, I need to dump those in there so I can sell them. The world bosses are pretty sweet, but the classic is always the way for sure. Yeah. Yeah, there isn't a game that... I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. But basically, generally speaking, if I don't like a game, mods won't save it. But if I do like a game, I'm definitely interested in trying the mods. Because there's something about just like the core being satisfying that helps it out a ton. I love the dual class system in Grim Dawn. Yes, that's from their old game, Titan Quest. I'm not sure how Titan Quest 2 is going to turn out, because it's not the same team. But I will probably try it when it comes out. Oh, there's Loricated Mail. I think we already know what that's going to be. Should be gnats. Nope, it's Chiad's Heartbane. There's going to be duplicates of those. Yep. Usually by the point you can make a modded version good on a bad game, you might as well be just making your own game. Which, I mean, some people go that way. There's people who do like massive mods on stuff like Minecraft, turning mediocre Minecraft into actually something good, but I like Minecraft as just like a mindless thing, but I can't stand it as like a long-term game. Thought Titan Quest was squashed? Not really. It's complicated. Titan Quest 1, I think, is done being developed on. But Titan Quest and the whole development of Titan Quest 1 is a cluster as well. But basically, Titan Quest 1, we just went the wrong way, was owned by one company. That company got bought. The IP got shifted around a few times. It ended up, I forget who has it now. I think it's THQ Nordic. I can't remember for sure without looking it up. But basically, it got shifted around a whole bunch. They decided to make it compatible with modern systems, do a few DLC for it on addition of the other DLC, and then just proceeded on with it. And it runs fine. The Anniversary Edition is pretty solid. It's Titan Quest. There's pros, there's cons to it. Most of the modern DLCs and Anniversary Edition were done by not the original developers. If you're looking for other action RPGs, if you don't mind the graphics, Chronicon is actually pretty decent for a more grindy kind of just like, I want to do a mystery dungeon style action RPG. It's pretty good. It's better than most of the other ones that do the mystery dungeon thing. And it does, at least to an extent, respect your time. As much as an action RPG can, at least. Yeah, Chronicon's pretty solid. I have yet to actually beat it, believe it or not, but I enjoy it. Yeah, once you get, generally speaking, for me, maps in Path of Exile are repetitive and I don't really like them that much. There's a bunch, I'm not a huge fan of post-game. I want the game to be good. If I really like the game, I'll probably usually end up grinding it more in the manner of, let's just ditch that. I'll probably end up grinding it more in the way of just doing individual runs, doing solo self-found stuff, playing through the actual story again, that kind of stuff, more than just doing the, well, I'm going to go fight some mindless hordes. Warlock is the fastest for Chronicon. I forget which one I started with. It might have been the Warlock. I would need to go double check. It's actually on, I forget what channel it's on. Whether it's on, it might be on this one. Because I know I did a one-off video on it. I played it a lot more than that, but I only did a one-off video on it. And I did release some B-roll over on Game Sampler, but that channel's not dead. I do actually have stuff uploaded that I need to release. It's just I haven't made the thumbnails for it because I've been just swamped. Generally speaking, the priority goes main channel, which is Alzorath, like what we have over on Twitch. And then secondary channel, which is Let's Play Everything. And then third channel is Game Sampler. We get a really, yeah, we got a short one. And I do need to get myself another mage. There we go. I am liking the mage changes in this. I don't know if they're quite catching up to the normal skeletons as far as like how much I like them or dislike them, but they're fine. Of course, I'm also a person who likes the mages in the original Diablo 2, even though they suck. Just fun having an army. Subscriptions definitely help. Though, generally speaking, sub if you like the content on any given channel, and that's usually the best thing. Because if you like the content, you're more likely to click on it, which generally gives YouTube the incentive to show it to more people. Best way to support people on YouTube is to watch the things you enjoy. I know that sounds tacky and cliche, but there are some psychological things that can be impacted with like subscriber counts and stuff like that, but when it comes down to it in the very end, if you watch what you enjoy, it'll promote the creators you enjoy. I played Diablo 2. I'm good in yearbooks. You're in for a shocker. just kidding. I enjoy Diablo 2. There'll be plenty of Diablo 2 content on the main channel for you to enjoy. I think I have several hundred guides on there. But I've switched over to reviews. I just keep that up there because people still seem to enjoy them, so no sense in shutting them down or anything. There are Let's Plays on the main channel, but they're all unlisted. So you might find some other games that you enjoy on there as well. I do eventually. It's going to be quite the undertaking, unfortunately. I will eventually be trying to migrate all the Let's Plays that I did back in the day over to this channel. But that is 3,000 some odd videos to transfer over. So it's not happening anytime soon, because that is lowest priority out of everything. Because they can still be watched, and chances are I could redo them better than I did back then. Because while I am not a super eloquent speaker right now, I still do speak better than I did back then. I don't even know like half of what's going on the screen right now. They're killing something. It's all that matters. When you lose track of just what your minions are doing, so you're just like, I'm gonna go over here and just heal and let you guys do your thing. I think the only Let's Play that I regret unlisting is the Mech Commander 2 Let's Play. I do want to redo that one, but I am dreading it because that is the most unstable piece of crap. Back whenever I was doing that, I was doing them by mission. Basically, the Let's Play was like a 20-30 minute mission, and that was it. But it was one of those things where if I did it on stream, you'd probably catch me cussing and swearing quite a bit. Kind of like the last stream of Kadelka. Because, yeah. I think it crashed a grand total of like 5 or 6 times over the course of, I think, like 15 videos.
Treasure hunting. Treasure finding. Yes.
Oh, I still have all my single player stuff. I have holy grailed a few times over the years. But nah, keep your stuff. Also, I don't download other people's saves files. I can verify mine are clean, but for the sake of not ending up with my channel hijacked, like, you know, why am I pressing space there? End up not getting my channel hijacked. I generally don't download things. This is single player only, by the way.
Good to see you.
Unfortunately. I think you have 4 mules of runes. I have Go Mule. I think my rune stash on Go Mule is... Jeez. I want to say it's at least 10 or 12,000 runes at this point. There's some that I'm a little short on, but Got a soul rune. Oh yeah, I have soul runes. There they are. Oh, no. It's single player only, sadly. For multiplayer mods in Diablo 2, you have to go to LOD, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks. I wish they would have been more open with allowing people to do mods. I understand on some levels why they aren't, but it doesn't feel great. And yes, I need to make mules on here. Mjolnirs! Uh-huh. Yeah, it's... Whenever you have... It's the combination of my character files from back whenever it was just like... Diablo 2 LOD was like the only thing out there. Also, some of those save files are from back with 1.01 Diablo 2. Then you have coming back a few times throughout the years, and then you have before the Resurrected announcement, I did several playthroughs, so I had all that in GoMule, and then you have the thousands of runs I did to write the guides. So you end up with a bunch of runes, and literally what I did in Resurrected, it was so much easier to transfer stuff in Resurrected to GoMule. But basically, I would just, as I'm doing the runs, I would just dump everything into the shared stash, and then I would organize it in GoMule later. That's how I ended up with like so many weird rares and stuff like that. Because of an Andariel video I was going to do, but I don't think I ended up doing. I used one of the charts from it, but I didn't end up doing the actual Andariel video. Basically, I ran Andariel way too many damn times and did a breakdown of failed uniques, failed sets, actual uniques, actual rares, and stuff like that to demonstrate that magic find percent is generally overrated. Even at just 250%, you're already getting near the top of your curve for that kind of stuff. Let's see. Key of Terror. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep those. I might do that stuff. I don't know yet. This build would not be good for it. We might do it on like whenever after we do Paladin or something like that. Can you drop, please? Man, the hitbox on that is weird. Like, these are all fine. That one square right there is off. Map reading, it depends on the map. There's some of them that I don't have memorized, but for a lot of the stuff I do. Like the tower we just went through, it's left turns. Let me go ahead and pop back down there. I need to go back up a floor. This floor, always the same shape, but depending on which way you go determines her spawn location. That's the only thing special about this one. On these floors, I'm going to go ahead and make the map full screen. Options. Gameplay. Where is the... Okay, mini map. Full screen. There we go. Apply. Oh, that's a little ugly. Get into a dark spot. There we go. Okay. It might be easier on the mini map. At least then it's all in the dark zone. Okay. Either way. That is where we came in right there. If we... The orientation of that is the exit of the room. So basically, think of it as a square. Everything spawns in squares in this. Yes, even in the above world, everything is a square. And how it spawns is determined by the directions of the squares. So this one, that square, because you are exiting in the bottom left, is facing the bottom left. That's the orientation. That is your forward. As we come out of there to find the stairs down, we want to be looking for... So we exit in the bottom left. We want to be looking for something that exits in the bottom right, because that's a left turn from us leaving that. So I kind of want to MS paint this. Let's see if I can actually set that up. Not MS paint, but I will figure something out. Let's go ahead and open that up. I'm going to have to adjust my overlay on the fly real quick. It's loading. I have other stuff running, so it's going to take a hot second. Edit. Paste this new image. Crop off all the stuff that you guys aren't supposed to see. I'll even crop it down to that. And now to add a source. Window capture. No, it's fine. I do not mind explaining stuff. Okay. So we are in here. Let me go to a brush. I will get us... Pencil's fine. Okay. That is way too big of a pencil. Okay, so you have... This is your square. That's your opening square. This is your exit square. Everything is oriented based on left and right. Is that actually capturing it? Doesn't look like it's actually capturing it. It is not capturing it. Why are you not actually working? Normally, that doesn't have a problem capturing it, and I don't know why it is currently. Oh, I think I might know why. Rita, you need to be the front one. I will figure it out. Automatic capture cursor, yes. Capture method. Okay. There we go. That might actually update it. Okay, yeah, that's actually working. Okay, so anyway. This is your entrance square. This is your exit square. As far as your way out of these places, this one, since you're exiting the square that way, that is just down left. This one, you're entering that way. On every floor of this place, your exit point will be a left turn. So you will come out of here and you will turn left. And it will always be facing this way. I can actually show it off on each and every one of these if we need to. But as you come out, you turn left and it will always be oriented this way. Obviously, sometimes weird stuff happens. You can sometimes have... Let's go ahead and just go some white here. You can sometimes have it where, let's say something weird happened. This is a bad map to demonstrate it on. But basically, you could sometimes have it where it loops around in a weird fashion, but it's always facing that same direction. Maggot layer is always a right turn. So in maggot layer, you'd exit this way, and it would always be facing that way. It could sometimes... You might sometimes have to go do in maggot layer, and it'll be facing like that. It will always be facing that way. It's just a matter of which way you're going. For the jail, for example, it's always a straight. So if you come out facing that way, you may find it down here, but you'll always enter the room from that direction. In catacombs, there's certain floor patterns that you look for. That's a bit more complicated, and it doesn't have a directional thing to it, but it has generation patterns. I'm bad at those generation patterns. In Neelithak's lair, there's paintings on the wall. I barely ever go there, so I never remember what they look like. But everything has like a specific pattern to it. Let's go ahead and remove that. And go back to the game. Yeah, everything has like a specific pattern to it. And I can always tell you the directions whenever in the places that I know. There's some of the overworld areas like Stony Field. We come in here, not Stony Field, Tomoa Highlands, sorry. Yeah, Cold Plains. One's usually in a corner, one's in the midway point. For Stony Field versus the graveyard. In Tomoa Highland, it always exits on the top right. Yeah, pretty much the entrance to the map determines the exit on a lot of these. In fact, the vast majority of the maps that aren't from a fixed set are that way. Fixed set maps are things like, we're about to be going to one, which is Outer Cloister, where it's basically, it can pull from a list of like 5 or 6 maps. But pretty much everything in Diablo 2 is, yes, it's procedural, but it's very, very regimented for like 99% of it. That's what keeps it feeling cohesive through it rather than just the chaos of things like Fate. But yeah, I'm perfectly fine with like saying which direction it is whenever we get to various areas. I will forget some just off the cuff, but didn't we just get an Antlers? I think we got it in Nightmare though. Silver Skin. Yeah, we just got those. Been getting duplicates quite a bit lately. Probably some, in my opinion, the ones where it's, oh, you always turn left or you always turn right. As soon as my brain registers which one it is, I'm usually pretty good at finding the exit. The thing that I have trouble remembering are the set maps, like the one we're about to go to. Let's go ahead and pop in there. We should be pretty close. Hi, guys. I'm just... Oh, Jesus. Hi. Was not expecting them to just yeet open the door. Diablo 2 guides were my primary income for a while. They did better than reviews, but I find more satisfaction from reviews. And unfortunately, going back to doing guides would bite me in the butt. But yeah, the main channel has build guides and a bunch of that stuff. I don't have the map hack in your mind or whatever they called it. I forget what Llama called the series he did on it. But Yeah, I don't have a video on that, but I have build guides, I have magic find guides, stuff like that. A few listicles, as is normal. This one, oh, I'm trying to remember. I'm going to look like a complete idiot if I get it wrong. I want to say this is top left. You can tell where it is by the waypoint, but I never... And it's usually opposite of the entrance, but I can never remember for sure which one goes top right and which one goes top left. Because I only come through here once on a playthrough on each difficulty. So my brain tends to just shove it to the background. Oh, and I need to flash the recording real quick. There we go. Nope, I was wrong. Like, I have some of them memorized. It's just not all of them. But yeah, this has a certain number of fixed layouts. And if I was, like, getting into speed running, I would actually want to memorize those. Oh, thank you for lurking. Thank you. Hopefully they enjoy it. As I get murked. Surprised that my mercenary is not dead yet. They are just murdering my golem. Yeah, hopefully you find it useful. Hopefully you find other games that you enjoy as well on the channel. These aren't even bosses. Jesus. Okay, so we just need to summon crap. Get rid of their minions. Best of luck on the drops. Thank you. Best of luck on drops to you as well. May the action RPG goodness go well by you. I just love that I'm so stubborn I'm not using Corpse Explosion. So I'm just summoning instead. Okay, more mages. We're almost max on that. We need 2 more levels. I think we are going to cross the 7,000, the 1,000 damage mark. 7,000, I wish. Imagine an army of a dozen of those doing 7,000 damage. I don't think 2,000 damage is out of the question, though. I'm going to close critic because that's going to start lagging the crap out of me pretty soon. I don't know why, but after that's been open for a few hours, it actually does cause issues. There we go. Oh, it's a damaged mage plate. Darn it. Okay, we should be relatively good in here. There are a few enemies that could be problematic, like the shamans and stuff, but I think for the most part we're in the clear. Go, minions! Oh, no. Ooh, lordy. Hey, Adam, how's it going? As I almost just completely nuke myself there. Really wish my minions would go through. I'm just gonna start pushing them. Go, you fools! Okay, so we have Partisan and a Tomahawk. Hopefully, life is treating you well. Holy Freeze Tomahawk. +2 all skills. That could be kind of scary on a barbarian. Okay, let's identify you. Resist fire for a paladin. We're getting all the skill large charms now. That's actually good. I enjoy that. Cleansing aura. Think it might be about time to upgrade her. The defense difference is not enough, though. Oh, magic resist. Yes, please. It's a bit of a damage reduction.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
We're going to keep that. We are stubborning our way through hell difficulty, if you're wondering what we're doing. I shouldn't be here right now. I can pretty much guarantee you that I'm about, like, 8 levels too low for this and way under-equipped. Okay, so we got a boss mob there. Got another boss there. Yep. We are in hammer time. I'm just debating which is the most risky way to go. That holy freeze makes me really nervous. And the Smith's Arsenal is leaving me alone, I think. Yeah, it's just gonna get nuked by thorns, which is fine by me. There was a really non-Twitch friendly answer that popped in your head. Have censored it for all concern. I mean, depends on how Twitch unfriendly it is. I say Twitch unfriendly stuff. I wouldn't say Twitch unfriendly, but with non-standard responses is probably the nicest way I can put it. Oh no, stone skin extra strong. Whatever will we do? Really, I'm surprised he's not killing the skeletons.
All this for a hammer?
I mean, it's a good way to throw your hip out, too. I think we just recently had a discussion about, like, a game that it was the RPG that's really gory and to an extent not creepy. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it without being dismissive of it. But yeah, it's a horror RPG that has questionable things that somebody was asking if I had ever played it. Surprised you're not in Twitch jail yet? Nah. No Twitch jail for you. Twitch solitary confinement in my chat. I'm just glad people are enjoying the return to Diablo 2 for the time being. I was slightly afraid that there'd be some bitter people So far, everyone's been fairly good about it. We have to go through Holy Freeze, guy. No. Holy Freeze sucks. Oh, no, we might not. We might not. He's in that room. Get away from it. Get away from it. Get away from it. Nope. We're getting chilled by something. Can you tell I have run out of coffee? Okay, in this area, another little fun little map finding thing. They're straight ahead. So we came out of there facing northeast. The third floor doesn't follow it. Well, Is it the Shadows of Am? Haha. Probably going to be moving on to Baldur's Gate fairly soon. If I'm guessing correctly, I think we'll probably be in Baldur's Gate instead of Divinity. Jeez. Probably within the next 2 months. Do I want the waypoint? Possibly. Getting waypoints is my security measure in case I do a dumb. Did you guys really kill everything? Fine. I was not expecting them to kill everything in there before the other guys killed the stuff in the back. Currently a swashbuckler rogue run with Hexblade thrown in for good measure. Oh, the Baldur's Gate I'm talking about is old school Baldur's Gate. We're probably going to do Dirge next whenever we do Baldur's Gate 3 again. I think the plan is finish up Divinity 2, then move on to Baldur's Gate 1, 2, then back to 3 for the Dirge run. Sadly, no warlocks. The enhanced edition has sorcerers. You know, 3rd and 5th. I think the only one I didn't actually play properly. I have to say play properly. I've played all of them. I think the only one I haven't played properly would be 1st edition? Let's see. Are these going to be Saigons? Nope. Life tap on striking. Interesting. Look, another Corginas. Huh. Jesus. Well, we're keeping that. I think we might be going Summoner Druid. At least judging by some of the nonsense. Okay, so that's 43 plus 7. That is just better. I think we go ahead and do that. Got plenty of magic find. I am full of nonsense. It is like my lifeblood, my dudes. Let's go ahead and dump those in so we have room. I can go in. Yeah, I'm getting actually kind of tired of Corginas. We have gotten, I think, 5 or 6 Corginas this entire playthrough. My sense is of the non-variety. Got one of the giant rooms there. I might actually pop in there and see if I can actually get some more drops. We've been getting slightly better drops from enemies lately. Secret tunnel in the prison. Shawshank Redemption? No. I love Shawshank Redemption. Well, I don't love it. It's a great movie. I don't love it. Probably need to phrase it properly for that. What is my block chance? 14%. That is garbage. You also rolled back your encounter for the horror bit on D&D on Saturday because you realized introducing too many villains at once and keeping the focus tight might be merited when you already have to deal with murders in the Aurum, a sky pirate, and the realization you might have a Dracolich about. But ideas! So a wide variety of villains is why I keep a book. Well, more of a book lit kind of thing, or a file now. The massive freaking whatchamacallit. I think it's down here. I think this is the right way. I keep an obsidian file. There we go. Yeah, I think minions are stronger in this than they were in the original. Just a pinch. Okay, this one is not straight ahead. I don't remember the... It's usually going to be on the top right of the map. Or at least oriented that way. Go, minions! Get your murder on! I do wonder what causes spikes on YouTube, by the way. Like, I can stream this randomly and just get normal amount of viewers like we have right now. But just like every now and then it's just like, well, 70 people just discover your stream. Congratulations. Hi. Fuck. My back is killing me. It might be a mildly short stream today. Like 3.5 hours instead of 4. Might send you guys over to Gablin whenever he starts streaming today. Because he's trying to get going on streaming, so any help I can give is good in my opinion. In fact, I should probably... There we go. Oh, he is already streaming. Sweet. Boop and boop. Let's go ahead and grab the bramble mitts. I do think I need to do some grinding in this. You popped in to say hello to Gablin too. Yeah, I didn't know he was streaming quite yet because I didn't have the lurk on that screen up yet. I had it on somebody who had raided me out to somebody. Because I had it open to the Reimagined page. Yeah, we'll find the waypoint before I call it for today, so that's a certainty. It's just my back's hurting. And yes, I will probably be playing the same game he is in the future, just not quite yet. So you get to see me derp it up while he's successfully navigating his way through. I might drag him along. I might have him be my co-pilot or something. I don't know if he'll want to afterwards. Owlcat games are one of those that I don't really usually feel the urge to play more than once. Well, Booger's Gate, I actually do feel the urge to play again. I am just not finding there. It could be bottom left, but that's usually the one that's just in a cage. Oh, look at all them archers. Well, I be. See them itty beady bones. Does my back hurt? Reverse. I mean, it could be the cause. No. Oh, nobody wants that image. Oh, God. We are definitely having problems getting rid of all these bastards. I'm just glad we haven't run into the same thing I got on the freaking Amazon way back in the day. Where we basically had the game lag in single player and kill us with a fireball that didn't even touch us. Jeez, we are level 71 already. We passed nice a while ago. Oh, sneezed. You can call it hay fever. They should call it what the fuck fever. We've crossed 1,000 damage. Maximum, not minimum yet. I think next level we might. I don't think it's going to be down here. It's possible, but I think this is going to be the, yeah. I don't want to be down there. I don't want to be, that's Nope Town. Ooh. You know you're getting old whenever you sneeze and you darn near throw your shoulder out? Okay. Where the hell Luzula is the way down? See if you could open the map. I do that on people's streams too. Or I'll alt tab and be like, why isn't my game closing? Oh yeah, I'm watching a stream. Because I'll alt tab and do editing whenever I'm actually, oh wait, it was just right here. Great. I'm a dumbass. But yeah, I'll have a game running while I'm doing editing sometimes, and it's usually an idle game or a auto battler like Nidica. I think 4 hours is my sweet spot for streaming. I know some people who do it for 12, 16, what have you. I can't anymore. My body doesn't take it well, especially considering I actually have stuff I need to get done today. So we will kill the guy in here just because we can. Hi, guys. They are very aggressive today. But yeah, we're going to kill the guy in here to see if we can get a good drop. We've been wanting to do more rabies. That makes me wonder if rabies is actually good in this yet. Rabies mechanically would be hard to adjust properly, though. It just functions weird. There's a few skills that are that way, where it's like, this was a cool idea, but how you implemented it just completely makes it really unpleasant to use. Rabies is not that bad, but it does get frustrating if you're trying to, like, rabies max, I guess is what you'd call it nowadays, and their young kid terms. The terms of them, they're whippersnappers. Let's see. Rabies, the function is just an AoE clear while being a wolf, and then you need something else other than bite. Diablo and wait 50 minutes exactly. Although they have made it so that freaking poison dagger is semi-useful now. I think I just heard a charm fall somewhere. Think. They're literally just murdering swarms at the moment, because they keep getting revived behind me. I could have sworn I heard a charm, but I guess I didn't. I mean, there's an Ith rune. You guys come up here and kill this idiot. I have a feeling he's the one causing most of these problems. Thank you. Okay, there is another shaman somewhere. And it keeps reviving one of these guys. Where are you at? Well, there went our mercenary. Charm and runes. Rune is more of a lick. I know that's kind of gross sounding, but it is definitely more of a lick. I guess it's just one of those things where my brain was hopeful. I think it might have been rune plus ring. Yeah, I'm just spamming summon because I'm really tired of these shamans. And Bonash, this is the guy we were coming after all the entire time. Yep, he's done. Okie dokie. So back to town. Let's see. So we got our waypoint. We got a kill. And we are probably going to go hang out with Mr. Gablin if you guys want. I will see you guys next time, when we'll probably be more leveled and able to actually take out hell difficulty a little bit better. Bye.